What's up, you guys? It is January 26th, and we have Kamigawa Commander cards from apparently the two decks that we're getting for this set. Some interesting things going on here. We have vehicles, we have aura-focused cards. The first commander option we have is Shurikai Genesis Engine. Probably the most interesting one because it's something we've never had before, a vehicle commander. This 4-mana white and blue 8/8 legendary artifact vehicle has an activated ability of 1 mana and tap to draw 2 cards, then discard a card, create a 1/1 colorless pilot creature token with this creature crews vehicles as though its power were 2 greater, and has a crew cost of 8, so you tap creatures with total power 8 or more, and then you're able to use Shurikai to then block or attack, which you probably want to. That's a lot of power. I think this is cool because we've had commanders that work well with vehicles. You have some that directly synergize with them, but we've never had a vehicle commander, and we're in perfect colors for artifacts to synergize with vehicles, so that's even better. When looking at the commander options that we have so far, this one is probably going to stand out to most people because of how unique it is, and it's not necessarily about power. I think people, when they look to play new decks, they're drawn to something that's unique. And what I'm guessing is the secondary commander for this deck, Kotori Pilot Prodigy. A 3-mana white and blue 2/4 legendary creature moonfolk pilot. Vehicles you control have crew 2, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, target artifact creature you control gains lifelink and vigilance until end of turn. That is pretty solid if you're looking to build a vehicle deck. Making all of your vehicles crew 2 is insane because you don't have to tap as many creatures to crew them up, and of course lifelink and vigilance, giving them good keywords, it's going to keep you in the game longer. Obviously, I am more a fan of Shurikai Genesis Engine because you have decent card draw, and you also have an enabler for the rest of your vehicle deck. This one's not a bad option either, so I would probably just play Kotori as one of the 99 in a Shurikai deck. Now for the other deck, we have Kaima the Fractured Calm. Yet again, a 4-mana commander option. This red and green 3/3 legendary spirit says at the beginning of your end step, goad each creature your opponents control that's enchanted by an aura you control. You put a +1/+1 counter on Kaima the Fractured Calm for each creature goaded this way. I think that's pretty sweet. You would have to find some auras that you're willing to give to your opponents. I think the Vow cards are probably good contenders for that, seeing as even if you're not goading the creature, they still won't attack you. But I like what this strategy could do. It combines the forced combat that we've seen with other commanders. You know, like you'll have Marisi, you'll have Thantis. Those commanders were all about forcing creatures that don't want to attack, and I think Kaima has a lot of potential. Maybe not the best payoff though with +1/+1 counters. Kaima itself does not have any kind of trample, evasion, anything like that, so you are going to have to build around it heavily. But then we have the secondary commander option in Shishiro the Shattered Blade. Now this looks pretty sweet. The same mana cost for a 4/4 legendary snake samurai. Whenever an aura or equipment enters the battlefield under your control, create a 2/2 red spirit creature token with menace. And at the beginning of your end step, you put a +1/+1 counter on each modified creature you control. Now, we saw cards from the spoilers for Kamigawa, and we saw the phrasing modified, and we didn't know what that meant initially. Now we do. Any creature that is equipped with equipment or has an aura attached to it is considered modified. Those are modifications now, so whenever you see that phrasing, it's just a shorter way of saying it has either an equipment or an aura on it. I think this is probably a better option in my opinion, because it allows you to just use auras for yourself, and you also get equipments, which in red and green, it wasn't the hardest thing to play equipments alongside these colors. It was just more common to see auras. So now this is probably the best aura and equipment red and green commander that we have. Never underestimate the power of getting token support. If this is all your deck is, just auras and equipments, you're getting a decent number of 2/2s with menace. So if these are the two commander decks that we're getting for Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, I would say the commander options so far that we've seen are not bad. To me, it's not just about raw power. I know a lot of people are disappointed in some commander options whenever we get new ones and they're not over the top powerful. To me, I want to see new. I want to see potential to do things that I've never done before. And then I'll focus on making it more powerful later. And I think with at least 2 of these commander options, you're doing things that you've never been able to do before in Commander. So let me know what you think about them in the comment section below. As always, if you appreciate the videos, please do subscribe to the channel. We are well past 30,000 and we are pushing along here. Thank you all so much for your continued support. I will see you all tomorrow for the start of the Kamigawa spoiler season.